just basic things like 100% of zero is zero. I mean, if you overtax people, you tax them to a point where they feel demotivated. Of course, they will not produce at individual level and even at corporate level. So 100% of zero is zero. The taxes are bound to be affected if we continue in the manner that we're progressing. But let me say this before I get back to your question. Winston Churchill, I think William Ruto does not seem to read history. Or if he has read history, he has misunderstood history. I am not a student of history. But Winston Churchill, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, who was there between 1940 and 1945, way before Ruto was born and even I was born, said this: you cannot tax people to prosperity. This is more than 80 years ago. 80 years later, we have a regime that cannot even appreciate that fact. I'm glad that there are economists who are bringing up this issue. Okay? So, if you see, you cannot blame our treasury. Treasury has some of the best people that you can find to help a government manage its affairs in terms of revenue collection, taxes, and what have you. But we are being led by a regime that has no clue on how a government, I think they take pride. But they take pride by putting people through pain. I think they take a lot of pride. Even in the manner that they dress, the manner that they speak, they address Kenyans, you can see through them. They want to inflict a lot of pain to the Kenyan people. But let me say this, and this is a warning shot to the President of the Republic of Kenya. I don't see him surviving. You know what? We saw in 1775 the flour revolution. And what happened to the government? It fell with a thud. We saw the bread revolution in Sudan not too long ago that brought down the presidency of al-Bashir, Omar. He was brought down because of what? The cost of bread. We have seen governments in Haiti, Algeria, Tunisia being brought down because of the cost of food. Food. Just like Mheshimiwa said, this bread that they think that is being consumed by middle class, bread is consumed by almost everybody. Actually, everybody. And if they're eating cake in State House, those advisors who are being paid billions of shillings, ministers who are consuming billions of shillings, they have forgotten that we are feeding on bread because that is the only commodity we can afford. That's the only commodity we can provide to our families because it's somewhat affordable. Mm-hmm. We can put it on the table as one meal. And as Kiro rightly put it, you actually stretch it. You don't serve it too early because, you suffer a hunger. So you consume it a bit too late in the night so you can survive until morning. But we have people, the president, William Ruto, and his team, who have forgotten where they came from. They think that we all live in largesse. They think that we're all consuming tax money. They are not feeling pain because this is a government of looters. They are looting public resources. Therefore, they can afford to consume high-end products. They are not feeling it. And most of them are being fed by public taxes. Okay. So they can't feel it. Let me tell you this. The effects of high taxation. I've said it affects production. You discourage investment. You discourage consumption. You discourage innovation. You completely discourage savings. In fact, there will be no savings. So William Ruto and his Kenya Kwisha government is actually doing this country a disservice. And if they don't watch their steps, it is the unga revolution, it is the bread revolution, it is the flour revolution that will bring them down before 27.
Bwana Kisia, you're fond of talking about